Hello and welcome to our last regular episode of The Eye of the Storm. It's our 5th episode of this series, and after tonight, we'll be going through to the final, where 4 of our best contestants will be put through to play against each other. Oh boy, well that is exciting. Well, one final game tonight to see if there's any opportunity for the final run-in to be changed. My name's Nathan Foy here in the host seat right now, and something has gone a little bit awry at the other end of things here, because we've been trying, and I know that they're probably watching, but we tried to get a competitor here for tonight's contestant, but it didn't quite happen. So we only have one person playing tonight, and that means the format is going to be a little bit different. We'll go through the ins and outs of that in a little bit, but let's actually introduce who we're going to be seeing tonight, and if I can get the right button pressed, I will be able to introduce no one. Let me press the button. We are... Oh no, don't play that. Okay. Let's introduce your random comrade. A very interesting username there. But we'll roll with it, and I've called you YRC for the time being. You're up there in the Canadian Northwest. Well, not Pacific Northwest, sort of is, but...
it says Pacific.
Yeah. And I believe it's a pretty miserable place there at this time of year.
Yeah, it's like DK.
All right then. So, what are your thoughts about the Eye of the Storm so far, and how well do you think you might do?
I'm gonna lose against myself.
You're gonna lose against yourself. I mean, I think... is there anyone that's actually done that? I think the closest you can come to losing against yourself is probably Christian on the Super Cyclone Challenge. But I mean, you really think you're gonna struggle?
I think I'll be good.
All right. I mean, how much do you know about your storm knowledge? You've been tracking for long?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I know you told me off air you've been watching Force 13 since around 2019-20, and that's a fair good run of time, so who knows what might happen. As you saw, we were alluding to before, when the button was wrongly pressed, it was the start of round 1, and that will actually end shortly. Now, I'm pretty sure this show will be shorter than expected because there is only one contestant. Of course, we're only going to be putting one person through those 10 questions on round 1 about Cyclone knowledge. So, if you're ready, RYRC, we can begin.
Alright.
I just need to get the right button set up here so I can score you properly. But yeah, we're ready to go. You ready? Here come the questions. Here we go. 60 seconds. Typhoon Hagibis reached Category 5 status in which year?
2019.
Correct. Tropical Storm Delia performed which maneuver before landfall in 1973?
I have no clue.
Loop. What was the final named storm of the 1991 Atlantic hurricane season?
Yeah, I don't know.
Grace. Which 2018 Atlantic hurricane reached Category 5 status?
Michael.
Correct. In 2021, Hurricane Ida made landfall in which state?
Louisiana.
Correct. The second Marotta typhoon was better known by which name? Nancy.
Oh, no.
Which U.S. lake was devastated by a hurricane in 1928?
I don't know.
Okeechobee. How many times has the name Ample been used in the Western Pacific?
I'm gonna say 4 times.
2. In 2019, Cyclone Kiar occurred in which sea?
Philippine Sea.
Arabian Sea. Since 1985, which nation's weather service has been responsible for naming South Pacific storms?
The JTWC. Oh, Fiji.
I'll give it to you. It was Fiji. 40. Don't play it again. 40 points. That was the end of round 1. You know, that wasn't the worst round 1. We've had people that have done, I think, quite a bit worse than that, so I wouldn't be too sad about that. You know, we almost got to the 11th question where you get to reel off a bunch of names, which might have gotten you a bunch more points. But as it is, you've got 40 points at the end of this. Of course, the target, if we're going to get YRC through to the final, will be 260 points. He needs to beat Christian. Poor Christian, sitting there on the edge of his seat, terrified as to whether he's going to get beaten. Now then. The next round, of course, is Guess the Storm, and obviously that is going to be downsized because there is only one contestant tonight. So I gave YOC the choice on whether to do 10 Guess the Storms with half points or just 5 Guess the Storms with full points. You chose 5 Guess the Storms tonight. All right. So here we go with the Guess the Storm round. Good luck, YRC. 5 Guess the Storms coming right up. Here we go.
Hagibis?
Oh, we're guessing already. No, it's not Hagibis.
Woo-tip?
Not Woo-tip either.
Ample?
No, it's not Ample. These are all decent guesses here. Category 5 peak.
Category 5. Yeah, I can't really think of any other ones that went close to Japan. There's so many of them.
September. All right,
yeah,
here come the options.
I don't really know that.
It's going to be one of these. I'm going to give you one guess per 10 seconds on these last two.
Chaba.
It's not Chaba. Last chance.
Jebi.
Nope. It was Mindul in 2021. Okay, so number 1 was a dud. Let's try number 2. Oh my god.
What is that?
It's a Pacific Typhoon, would you believe?
Well, yeah, that's Taiwan, but like...
Major typhoon, yeah.
Well, no kidding, it's in major.
Another September storm, and I'll give you another one. This was the 2010s.
2010s, is that Meranti?
No.
Yeah, I'm not really that well educated on typhoons, so...
Well, hopefully we'll have some more hurricanes later. Which one of these?
Maggie.
Yes, it's Maggie. 20 points. Excellent. Alright, so we're up to 60 points now. As we're about to enter number 3 of 5. Now. Oh.
Okay, what's that?
We have
Is that
got...
even a hurricane?
October. That's what we've got. It's an October storm somewhere. In the Atlantic. It is Atlantic hurricane.
I gotta know what year because this doesn't really look good. No land masses.
Category 2 peak. I'll tell you it's quite recent.
It says Tammy?
It is Tammy. Yes, 30 points. Very good. We got it. I'll just fast forward a bit here over the other options.
Oscar. Ivan.
Yeah, they're all in the same area. Ivan 1980, Grace 91, Oscar 20, whatever it was, 18. What is that mess? That is actually a named storm.
Okay. Well, it's a tropical storm. Okay.
And I should clarify, a tropical storm peak. In 2010s.
2010s.
So I think we covered it. I think.
Yeah, I can't think of any of them.
It might have been so bad we didn't cover it, I'm not sure. Alright, it's going to be one of these. You get 2 guesses on this.
Cindy.
Yes, it's Cindy. Another 20 points. You're not half bad at Guess the Storm. I've seen a lot worse. Alright then, here comes the... This is the last one, isn't it? Yeah, the last one then. Uh-oh. Oh my.
It's that Raphael? Is that Raphael?
Oh no, that's not a bad guess. It does look a bit like Raphael.
Is that I guess that Michael? Tropical Storm, what?
Yeah, Tropical Storm Peak. I'll also tell you that this is a retired name now. It hit Florida.
Florida. I gotta know what year. Is it Michael?
No. Alright, here come the selections. Again, I'll only grant 2 selections here. Which one?
Keith.
Yes, it's Keith! Either a good guesser or you're quite good at this. 130 points at the end of the Guess the Storm round. That is quite good. Excellent. And that ended very abruptly because we didn't really have much sorted on that. Alright, how are you feeling about that? 130 points after all of that. As a matter of fact, I think that is tied the second lowest score at the end of the game. So you're already doing quite well. You've already beaten someone so far, and you've tied Marlene's score. And that was at the end of the game. We're only halfway through. So, yeah.
That just ended.
I know, right? No, we've not ended. We've got 2 more rounds to go. The next round is our specialist subject round. Now, have you seen some of these specialist subject options that we've had on this series?
No,
including that the one that's never been chosen so far, Scotland. You know anything about Scotland? So
yeah.
Oh, you do? Well,
yeah, it's a country north of England.
Oh, yes. But there's but you've got 3 options. 3 options for specialist subjects, so you can choose any of these. In fact, no one. Yeah, some people get 3 choices, the people that are usually trailing. So the 3 choices are, you can pick World Firsts, 1969, or Scotland. Very obscure subjects. Which one do you think you might do best at?
What is the world about?
World Firsts.
Geography?
The first things that happen pertaining to various subjects.
Scotland.
You're going for Scotland. I never thought I would see the day. All right then. Those 2 categories will be the ones that you didn't pick. Will be going through to the final. So let's see if you'll be joining them. 130 points. Good luck. We've got 60 seconds on Scotland for YRC. Okay, here we go. I'm really sorry about that. Here we go. Who is Scotland's national poet?
I have no clue.
Robert Burns. Urquhart Castle is located on the shores of which body of water?
North Sea.
Loch Ness. Lerwick is the main town on which group of islands?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Lerwick is the main town on which group of islands?
Shetlands.
Correct. The saltire is the name of which Scottish symbol?
I don't know.
Flag. A Munro is the name used for which geographic feature?
I'm just gonna say hill.
Mountain. Oh, close. Which Roman emperor built a wall on the border of Scotland and England?
Can you repeat that?
Which Roman emperor built a wall on the border of Scotland and England?
Adrian.
Correct. What is the population of Scotland to the nearest million?
I'm gonna say 5 million.
Correct. In 2014, Scotland held a referendum on what?
Leaving the UK.
Independence, yes, I'll give it to you. 170 points at the end of that round. Not bad. You got a few right. In that dreaded Scotland round. Yeah. Oh, started again. I keep doing that. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, so there we go. 170 points at the end of that round, and we have 1 more round on general knowledge. Now, usually it is a duel, the last round, but of course you can't duel yourself. So,
yeah, I can. It's just called this.
So there's no buzzing. It's literally just, you can either play or pass. Just basically, as soon as you give me any kind of answer, I'll tell you if it's right or wrong, and we move on. You'll get 10 points per correct answer. Of course, because you're playing yourself and there's no one to fight with, we've halved the time. So it's going to be a standard 60-second round and not a 2-minute round. So, although I know when someone buzzes in, they stop the clock. Although, no, you can just shoot the answer to me. We don't need to stop the clock. All right, then. Your run to try and beat Christian's 250 points. You've got to get 8 questions right in 60 seconds. You think you'll win?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
I'm the class champion of Kahoot, so.
Are you? That's amazing. And what are the Kahoots about?
Like geography.
Okay.
Random stuff, general knowledge.
Well, you got the Shetland question. I didn't think you'd get that, so there you go. And the good thing about this general knowledge is that the first question is pretty much about geography. Here we go then, with 60 seconds on the clock for our final round. Best of luck, YRC. I wish you the best. Here we go.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Area 51 is located in which US state?
Can you repeat that?
Area 51 is located in which US
Nevada.
state? Correct. Which geometric shape is generally used for stop signs?
Octagon.
Correct. Which programming language shares its name with an island in Indonesia?
I have no clue.
Java. What is the perfect score in 10-pin bowling?
I don't know.
300. A Pomsky is a cross between a Pomeranian and which other dog breed?
Husky.
Correct. In golf, what is the term for one stroke under par on a hole?
I don't know.
Birdie. The tango is a dance originating from which continent?
Europe.
South America. What is the name of the Japanese art of folding paper?
Origami.
Correct. Which expressionist painter drew the Scream in 1893? Oh, we're out of time. That happened so quick. Do you know it?
Van Gogh.
Oh, not quite. It's Edvard Munch. So at the end of the game... Oh, it's playing again. That's happened every single time. At the end of the game, you finish up with 210 points. It's not quite enough to topple Christian, but I tell you what, it's not a bad score. You did as well as... I think Farhan. Yeah, you did as well as Farhan did in his game against Samuel. So
I hear that Farhan, yeah?
Yeah, I know. So you tied that. That's not so bad. So 210 points at the end of the game. How'd you feel?
Fine.
Now, obviously, the winners of every game, every other game, got a prize. Now, before the game, I did set you a target of 150 for a prize, and you've clearly passed that. So, you get that small prize, as opposed to the big prize that the winner of the finale will win. But you definitely made it, YRC. Well done. So there we go. Anything else you'd like to tell us before we see you off? Anything you'd like to plug?
No.
Alright then. Well, it was great to have you on. You feel good?
Yeah.
Cool. And that concludes the normal rounds of the Eye of the Storm this season. I think we'll be doing a special Eye of the Storm once or twice over the Christmas and New Year period that's just for fun with some of our team members. I know Jack's desperate to play. So we're going to be doing that as well. But in the meantime, it's now the short wait for the finale, which should be occurring on Sunday, the 22nd of December. So that is something to look forward to as we finish up tonight's stream. Thanks for joining us, Your Random Comrade, which is a very curious name, and I'm just not going to say that every single time. It's such a long name, but
You better.
YRC, it was great to have you with us. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure. And to you at home, that's it from us tonight. And again, we'll be back next week.